The opulent surroundings of Monte Carlo provide the perfect backdrop for Formula One. And whilst there was a chance for Christian Horner to shoot the breeze with Niki Lauda, the question was, could Red Bull get the better of Mercedes in Monaco?
Dry but overcast conditions greeted the F1 fraternity as the streets of Monte Carlo saw the first practice action of the weekend. And Mercedes were quick to put both cars on track. Max Chilton was the first to fall victim on the newly resurfaced section down at Mirabeau, and his car was then stranded for the session. While Adrian Sutil made contact with the barrier at the same place later on, but without much in the way of damage. Once again, the two Mercedes drivers set the pace, Hamilton faster by just a few hundredths of a second.
The cold conditions saw aarava in the Williams locking up a fair bit during free practice 1. The Monaco weekend will prove challenging for the Williams driver, as keeping out the barriers is a very tough task. However, all this and a close shave with the Mercedes of Nico Rosberg and Caterham didn't dampen his spirits, and eventually found some pace in the last few minutes of free practice 1. However, on his last run, he was unable to control his Williams going into the swimming pool section, and had a nasty shunt. This wrecked his whole morning, but he was able to continue for free practice 2.
A heavy shower at lunchtime left the track wet, and a long delay before cars began to emerge in FP2. Daniel Kvyat had to make use of the escape road at Saint-Devote, while Kimi Räikkönen suffered problems with his gearbox and stuttered his way to an early stop. Jean-Éric Vergne was impressive, going fourth for Toro Rosso. Vettel was third in the Red Bull, and Hamilton was second fastest after losing some time in the first sector. But topping the timesheet was Fernando Alonso, the Ferrari dancing through the streets at the critical moment, taking advantage of what were then less than ideal conditions, and once again proving that the double Monaco race winner must never be discounted.
It was a difficult free practice 2 for the Williams of aarava, having to skate his Williams around the very tough intermediate conditions. However, come Saturday morning, the sun was out for free practice 3, and aarava was able to get a hot lap to gauge his speed against the rest of the grid.
Your fastest in this session so far.
And with Williams deciding for an engine change at the end of FP3, that was the end of their practice session. On to the Monaco Grand Prix.
You think there's a connection. You think there's a connection that right here in Formula One, where life is devoted to the eradication of chance, to the elevation of science, you seriously think it can stroll arm in arm with Lady Luck. The roll of her dice, the luck of her draw. Come on. Oh, come on. You think this can in any way be linked with this? Except, you might say, there's the spin of the wheel. Oh, yes. Nice one. And that somebody somewhere is crossing their fingers, touching wood, hoping all goes well. Les jeux sont faits, monsieur, dame. The chips are down, boys and girls. And you might say that if you want a backdrop of money, beauty, drama, adventure, style, speed and risk, if you want high living, fast living, then this is the name of the place. And this is the name of the game. They are connected, just here. Science and fiction, the jet set and the fast lane. Monte Carlo and Formula One, Monaco and Grand Prix. The two go together. The Monaco Grand Prix.
Hey there guys, it's aarava here, and today, yes, we're here for the Monaco Grand Prix in our 100% Ultra Modded career mode. And as you can see, we've got the intermediate tyres on. It's going to be a slippery start to the race as it's chucking it down here in Monaco. But that won't phase us. We're at the back as usual for this career mode. But I think we are looking good for the Grand Prix. We're going through the setup here, and as usual we can change everything apart from our gear ratios, which are fixed, which are 4 clicks to the right on every single gear. We nominated that at the beginning of the career mode before Australia. So we're looking okay for the Grand Prix, just putting the brakes to medium to make sure we're not locking up a treat like we were in practice. But here we go, we're getting ready for the Monaco Grand Prix. I think it's going to be an absolute cracker, starting off wet, 32% chance of rain, so it will get dry towards the end of the race, so it's going to be an absolute cracker. So you guys will stick around for the whole video to enjoy it. So let's get on to the grid. So here we go, we've got 78 laps of the Monaco Grand Prix coming up. We got 3, 4, and now 5 red lights, and we are off. And we're going to have to be very cautious in this first lap. It's going to be very tight in the first lap. Front wings easily can come off. Going down the inside of both the Caterhams and both the Marusias, having to cut the corner a tiny bit to make sure. Oh god, we nearly hit the barrier there. Going to have to give a position back to one of the cars. I think it was Max Chilton. And we're side by side with Pick briefly, but we're up to 20th place now. It's going to get very tight now. As you can see right up ahead of us, got an absolute train of cars, and we've just about not hit Chilton there. Slammed on the brakes and just about missed him. And now can we maybe make a move down the inside of the British man in the Marussia? And yes, we have down the inside of him up to 19th place. Very close to Vern down the inside of him now. Doing a Suttle down to the hairpin. We've made it stick. And we're up to 18th place now behind Bianchi. Very lucky not to hit Chilton. And then Vern as well. Very close. And good God, losing the rear a tiny bit there. We're up to 18th place. So this is great stuff on the first lap. We're up to 17th place now as Bianchi actually lost it before we cut in. And now we're up to 17th place, chasing down 16th place of Gutierrez. And we're going to have to keep it cautious as we go up the hill. And we're going to have to really calculate the move and see where we can make it. But it is worth making a few risks at the first stage of the Grand Prix, because we don't want the cars up ahead to kind of get away from us. And so now we're going to maybe try and make a move. Yes, we are down the inside of Gutierrez, and we have made that stick. Nice move there, if I do say so myself, up to 16th place. So yeah, worth taking a few risks at the beginning of the Grand Prix, because we've seen in the past in this career mode, if we don't make the moves early, then the front runners really get away from us and there's no catching them. So it's good to make these passes early on. But yeah, we had a few close calls already with Chilton. That was the biggest close call, but we did manage to slam on the brakes just about and managed not to hit rear end him there at the beginning of the Grand Prix. But now we're chasing up to Sutto, and the AI car is very slow into that chicane. So we're up to 16th place, looking at 15th place. Sutto, can we make a move? Maybe make a move in the next lap or so? He's going very slowly now. We're going to maybe make a move down the inside, side by side through here. Sutto hits the bollard. Don't know how he's not broken the front wing. We're side by side here down the inside into Raskas, and we've just about got the move done up to 15th place. And yeah, very opportunistic move there again. So we're really taking our risks here at Monaco. We're living dangerously here at Monaco. And we're going to have to maybe calm it down in the next few laps. We'll see. We're lining up Paul di Resta maybe. Can we make a move? No, we can't. And we set the fastest sector of the Grand Prix. But yellow flags now. And oh god, we're really, wow. We've really slowed down that chicane there. I don't know what's gone on. But we nearly basically made a stop there in the chicane. And oh, safety car, and oh, we got a car out, so that will explain why we were at standstill at the hairpin. And yet there you go, Romain Grosjean is out the Grand Prix. He's decided to park it up, so I suspect he lost his front wing in the middle of the hairpin. That's why we had to come to standstill. But we're at the safety car period now, so we've cut later on into the Grand Prix lap 6. The safety car has come in, and we're up to 12th place now. Van der Garde is 13th place behind us. We're behind Paul di Resta still. I'm going to maybe make a move. Oh god, Paul lost his front wing there, going on the left-hander, so he just hit the barrier. Kind of a weird thing to kind of see, but I guess low grip there coming out of the left-hander. Paul di Resta losing his front wing, so we're up to 11th place. We almost hit the bollard there. Want to miss that. And we're up to 11th place now after the safety car period. And now we've got Jenson Button points ahead of us now. So we're very close to the points already with only 8 laps gone into the Grand Prix. And we're really closing up to Jenson Button. Can we maybe make a move? Banging tyres there. Very lucky not to have have our front wing bang his tyre, because that would have been a front wing damage for sure. But we banged tyres. That's okay. Down the inside of Jenson Button. Can we make another move like we did on the Force India before? No. Button's actually used us to catapult himself up in front of Daniel Ricciardo. Very, very weird situation, but we're making a move down the inside of Ricciardo. It's all very close indeed, and a bit too close for comfort, if I do say so myself. Just very, very close, all tightly packed together. We're up to 8th place now, so some points straight away with only 9 laps gone. Down the we're behind Jenson Button now, and yeah, that was a bit of a weird move. Jenson Button kind of used himself to catapult. Kind of used me to catapult himself ahead of Jean-Eric Vergne, which is very odd to see. But we made the move on Vergne anyway, so we gained a place in the end anyway, even if it wasn't on Button. But now we're closing up to the British man in the McLaren on lap 12. And we're getting a really good run on these AI up to the hill, but it's going to be very close. Down the inside, maybe. Button goes wide, and he's going to have a very bad line going to this next corner. Go around the outside of Jenson Button. We've just made contact a tiny bit. My guy's put his hand up in the air. And yeah, Button, we tried to move down the inside. He was giving us space. Credit to him. He went a bit wide, so that compromised his line going to the right-hander. So it meant we could go round the outside of him on the right-hander. So some really nice moves here in a very damp and wet Monaco Grand Prix. Just losing the rear a tad there. And on lap 12, we're up to P7, so this is looking really good. We've got 16 runners in the Grand Prix, and we've just about missed Raikkonen there. Came out of nowhere, actually. The spray was, there was quite a lot of spray, and we just about missed the Iceman there, going down to the chicane on lap 13. We've got 16 runners in the Grand Prix, so yeah, there have been a few accidents here and there, but we're coming down to the chicane again. Will the AI be slow again? Yes, they will be. Oh, God, just about missed Sergio Perez. Just about missed the Mexican there, and we're up to 5th place now. Our teammate is ahead of us. Maldonado is 4th. What is going on here? Of all the people, I thought he would have crashed out already, but, you know, he's ahead of us in 4th place. But, yeah, 2 moves on Raikkonen and Sergio Perez that were very close into that chicane. The AI very slow into that braking zone, but as I'm talking about that, we've just made an easy pass on our teammates up to P4, multi-21, or multi-12, I guess you could say. Get out of the way, Maldonado, number 2 driver, and he's just let us easily go. We're up to 4th place, and actually Raikkonen is now overtaking our teammate, so that's not looking good. We don't have a buffer to Raikkonen, but I suspect Raikkonen won't be too much of an issue for us, but we're cutting all the way now to lap 18 now. We're up to P4. Maldonado is now past Raikkonen once again, and we're up to he's up to 5th place. We're up to 4th place. Alonso is quite a bit ahead up to lap 3, but I think it's going to be time to put it into lean mix as we're on -1 fuel. We got a safety car though, so that was actually perfect timing. As I put it down to lean mix 1, the safety car came out, so that was perfect timing for us. So we're going to see, we're not going to make a pit stop here. We're on -1 lap of fuel. We're going to save fuel, but the tyres are looking okay. And this safety car will mean we can catch up to Alonso, who is some way ahead of us. The top 3 are, in fact, quite a lot way ahead of us. So this safety car will help us out into closing up that gap and maybe looking at the podium, maybe. So we'll have to see. We've got 11 runners, in this Grand Prix so far. So quite crazy stuff. And we've cut to lap 23, as you'll see. So we've skipped the safety car start, but as you can see, Alonso is right there ahead of us with a few seconds to go ahead of us, and he's chasing down, I think, oh, he's gone into the pits, no. So he's gone into the pits. It looks like a whole gaggle of people have gone to the pits. So he was chasing down Lewis Hamilton, who was chasing down Nico Rosberg, who was in 1st. But it looks like now we are into 1st place as everyone comes into the pits. I suspect they've gone to the dry tyres because it is drying up here at the Monaco Grand Prix, and so the very next lap we're going to come into the pits for the prime tyres. I'm going to decide we're going to go in the prime tyres. I think that will be the best option. I think the rest of the guys up ahead of us, Rosberg, Alonso, and Hamilton, were on the option tyres, the red wall tyre. We're going to go onto the yellow option tyre because yellow prime tyre, because I think that would be the best option, really. I think that will be the one that will see us through most of the Grand Prix. We can't go to the end on these tyres, but it will see us go through a good chunk of the Grand Prix, so I think it'll be the best option. But as we come out right now, Sutil, I think, or Paul di Resta, one of the Force Indies, has got a major run on us, but he's going to be blue flagged anyway, so I don't know why he's trying to make a move. But I did have to give him some room, so that was a bit of a scare for a second. He's got blue flag, so I don't know why he's trying to make a move there. But yeah, on to lap 26, and we're still getting blue flags behind us, so Hamilton is coming up behind us, but Alonso ahead, and we've got another safety car. Crazy stuff. So we've got, how many does that mean? 3 safety cars so far, and yeah, I think the safety cars are playing into our favour, really. We're keeping out the barriers, and you can see on lap 28, we're right behind Alonso for this restart of the Grand Prix. Right behind Alonso, and we've got Nico Rosberg up ahead of him in first place. We've had a terrible start, actually, not very good indeed, and we might be under threat from Hamilton. We'll have to see how that goes. Down to the first corner, locking up, double lock up there. Very lucky I kept it out of the barriers, able to keep the wheel in rotation, and Hamilton might steam up behind us now. We're going to have to see. And now on to lap 36. We've cut some way into the Grand Prix now, but Alonso has got a really nice gap to us now. We've got a nice gap to 4th place man Maldonado, who seemingly has overtaken Lewis Hamilton. Quite surprising there, actually. But yeah, we've got a huge gap to Alonso. So at the moment, we're looking, you know, good for 3rd place. You know, actually, no, wait, what the? Alonso slowing down. What has gone on with Alonso? He's not lost his front wing, so I'm so confused. What has happened there? Alonso retiring into the slip road. This is... I'm lost for words a bit. I mean, I wish I could react a bit better, but I'm literally lost for words. Alonso is out the Grand Prix, and we're up to 2nd place somehow. So we had a huge gap to Fernando Alonso, and it seemingly just came down to nothing because Alonso literally came to a halt. I don't know if he had engine failures or something like that, but he has retired out this Grand Prix. We're up to 2nd place now, and Nico Rosberg is ahead in 1st place. Our tyres are absolutely gone now. We cut all the way to lap 53. At this stage, guys, we have been on these tyres for 28 laps. Now, the game still wants us to push on to lap 56, I believe. So we've still got a bit to go on these tyres, but at this point, we're just trying to keep it out of the barriers, not making any pushes. We're not going to try and catch Rosberg, because at this point, we just want to keep the tyres well, and we want to come in a solid place. But as I say that, as you just saw, 1st place, somehow. I don't know what the hell happened. Rosberg somewhere just disappeared off the track, and we're in 1st place now. We've got 6 runners in the Grand Prix only. It's been a hectic Monaco Grand Prix. We're on lap 58. We've stretched these tyres so much. We've stretched these tyres a total of 32 laps on these one set of tyres. They're completely red. They're completely gone. Out of Rascas, we completely lose them. It's time to pit. Safety first. We're going to pit for the option tyres. And of course, we don't have to put on the option tyres. We're going to put on the options. We've got 20 laps to go. We can push for 20 laps on the option tyres. But we are in 1st place, and Maldonado, our teammate, is in 2nd place. This could be a 1-2 for Williams, a very historic 1-2 for Williams at Monaco. I don't know what the hell happened to Rosberg. He seemingly disappeared from our screens. You know, we saw Fernando Alonso retiring. We saw Hamilton also having an issue being overtaken by Maldonado, our teammate. And at the end, Rosberg disappearing, you know, seemingly, and we're getting 1st place here. Bit surprising, but yeah, after a hectic start to the Monaco Grand Prix, we're on the last lap here. As you can see, we're on -1 fuel at the moment, so we're going to have to lift and coast a bit, as they do in real life now, lifting and coasting, and using the aerodynamics to slow our car down to save some fuel. Hopefully we don't run out of fuel on the last lap, just trying to do as much as we can. But we're coming through to the last corner of the Grand Prix. As you can hear, we actually have run out of fuel. We're chugging across the line, but we are going to win the Monaco Grand Prix. It's going to be a 1-2 for Williams. Great job. It's a historic 1-2 finish for the Williams guys here at Monaco. If you guys enjoyed that absolute crazy race, started off wet and got dry, and we had so many moves and crazy people going out. If you did enjoy that, please smash the like button. Comment below what you thought. Crazy Grand Prix.
But there's a catch now. Yeah, I'm going to explain what the catch is, guys. So, here we are on screen now. You'll see this is the loading thing. You'll see there are 3 profiles. There's the top one, the middle one, and the bottom one. So the top one is Road to Glory in the Marussia. The middle one is our career mode, this 100% career mode that we've been doing. And the third one is a different career mode that I've had to create. Now, the reason I've had to create that is because, as you'll see now on screen, I just showed you, we went into our normal career mode, into this 100% career mode that I've been doing for the series so far, and we're loading up the Monaco Grand Prix. Now, you'll see it's a mid-session save, because the problem that occurred, I tried to fix it by doing a mid-session save, try to, maybe trick the game into fixing itself, but it didn't work. So, you can see it's first lap here at the Monaco Grand Prix, and when it loads my car up, it loads to a black screen. This is what it loaded to in my career mode for Monaco. I didn't know what was going on. I could hear everything. The grid got underway. You can see the mini-map. The cars are going into turn 1, but I can't do anything. I tried to do instant replay, to try and do a flashback, to try and fix it. I did a mid-session save and, tried to load this mid-session save hoping it would fix it, but nothing would work. And it was just such a frustrating thing, because it just went to black screen, and it meant I couldn't race the Monaco Grand Prix within the 100% career mode that I created. The actual save file for this career mode series, I couldn't race the Monaco Grand Prix in that. So I had to retire from the Grand Prix. And in the actual race, Nico Rosberg wins the Grand Prix. Fernando Alonso comes 3rd. Sebastian Vettel 2nd. For this retirement. I even tried, as you'll see in a minute, I tried to go back and restart the race, and it actually looked like it worked for a second, but then it goes back to black screen. And the thing is, I tried everything. I tried for like half an hour to try and fix this for you guys, but it wouldn't work. So I had to retire for the Monaco Grand Prix. I was forced to retire. Here you can see, it looks like it's about to work, but it goes to black screen. So I had to retire in the end. So what I did was I created a new career mode. I skipped through every single race. I skipped through, 5-6 races to get to Monaco. And then I did the 100% Monaco Grand Prix in a different career mode to try and, make a really awesome video for you guys. And, it turned out really nice. That race was really epic. Probably was actually better than the race we would have got in the normal career mode, because the normal career mode started off as a dry race, but the one we got started off wet. So I hope you guys still enjoyed that epic race, but the catch is, in our actual career mode, Monaco classes as a DNF. It classes as 0 points. So we've got 2 options ahead of us. Now, the first option is I could just make my own table from the Monaco results and from the previous championship tables from Spain. Or the second option is, and I'm not going to lie to you guys, this second option is the easiest for me to do. I'm not going to make any qualms about it. It is the easiest one for me to do. Is just to simply ignore, just take it. Just kind of live with the fact that we've got 0 points at Monaco. I mean, we're only 57 points behind Fernando Alonso, the championship leader, with a DNF at Monaco. So I think getting the championship is still possible. But I really want to get your opinions on it, guys. Do you want me to make my own table now with that Monaco win? Or do you want me to just continue on and take the Monaco DNF and just take it on the shoulder and just continue on? Tell me what you guys want in the comments. But yeah, I apologise for what's happened. I couldn't do anything. The game literally crapped up on me. But yeah, that is the catch for this video. But still, I hope you guys thoroughly enjoyed the video you did see. I try to make it as good as possible. As I upload this on the weekend, I've got my last 3 exams coming up in the next week. I finish on Thursday. That's when everything will start up. I'll update you guys, and there'll be big plans for the summer to continue this series and, kind of really take it with a bang. But, for now, I hope you guys thoroughly enjoy that mega Monaco Grand Prix, despite the catch. And I will see you guys next time on Thursday, probably with an update video. But if you did enjoy this video, I'd really appreciate if you smash the like button. Comment below what you thought. Again, do tell me if you want me to continue with a DNF at Monaco. You want me to do a different table. But I'm not going to lie, the easiest one is that second option, just the first option, sorry, just to continue on without the points at Monaco. But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy the Grand Prix. Give it a like again if you enjoyed it. Comment below what you thought. Subscribe if you're new for weekly F1. And hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And I will leave you with the Monaco celebrations.